What's going on? It's your boy LilJayR4, and today we got a special guest. We got Born here, Born Destiny, and today we're gonna teach you guys. I'm gonna give you 5 things on how to get better, whether it's playing or skills or to improve your skills. All right. So right now, first things first, go to your camera controls. If you're still running default and you're hitting them, and they're shooting at you, and you don't win your gunfight, that's the problem. They probably messing with their sensitivity. For example, here's mine. I don't recommend using mine because this setup works best for me. Because I don't push my right analog all the way. It's more slow and steady. So when I aim in, it slows down in his body. You see that? Boom, fast. Slow, fast. Alright, Born. One more time. See if you can kill me. Taunt. Ready, set, go. You should be able to kill me now. You got first shot. 40 health. You still running default? See? Alright, sensitivity is good now. Now, no, it's alright. If you see the enemy in the real game, you should be able to kill them right away. You know what I mean? Alright, so do you like your sensitivity where it is? Now aim at my body right now and move left and right. Yep, and that's how you're. Now, if you were to shoot me and I move, it'll stay in there. Alright, I'll give you 5 seconds to kill me. Ready, set, go. Just stop. You did pretty good. I'm like black screen right now. But still, that's... When you're chasing after me, was your reticle still in center of the body? Okay, see? Now that's why you don't run default. Alright? Another thing to improve your skills on, if you're new to the game, new to Uncharted, you're not getting top of the leaderboard or anything like that, and you're a beginner, I highly recommend you playing the campaign on Crushing. Now, granted, it's single player, but if you look at it this way, on Crushing mode, without cheats, if you could beat Crushing, you die a lot, and you're going to start to think, what can I do to get past this part? Either, you know, kind of take cover instead of running out there like in multiplayer, running out there not taking cover at all, or taking your time, think of a plan, throw grenades, then rush out there. So everything you implemented on campaign, put it on multiplayer. Alright. Number 2. What is the ultimate best loadout? You know what? I take that back. There's no such thing as a best loadout. Why? Because a preset loadout, these you know, weak ass shit is what people say just by looking at it. I agree with them because the boosters, I don't like the boosters, but and look at this, the FAL and FOSSA. Long range helps you with close range. The Brock, I'm not a big pistol user, but it's a reviver. You can grab someone and pull out 3 shots here. So there's no such thing as an ultimate class. But what is an ultimate class is figuring out your class. I'll give you an example. Here's my class right here. Now I have 8 classes, 10 including these 2. But I set this class in every game. If I'm in a bad situation, I always have a class to back me up. I say have at least five classes. Reason being, you can have, you know, a normal AK, mid-range to short range. You can have a sniper for long range. It all depends on situation, how your team plays, as well as, you know, if we don't have any revivers, you got Cinemati Stone. You can switch to Cinemati and help the team out. It all depends, but and there's all rounded. I will come to that in a minute. But yeah, look at your classes. You know, don't have. If you're gonna have 2 of the same classes, you might as well have 6 loadouts. Prepare yourself with mid to long range, mid to short range, blind fire classes, heavy weapons if needed, sniper, FAL, and all that. Have at least 5 of those types. Now, if you want 2 of the same weapon, I recommend making it 6 class. So as you can see here, I have all my A classes have different primary weapons, except my pistol. This one's my troll and fuck around. Now, what's so special about these two? This is my all-rounded classes. Now, let's take a look here. This one is if I'm playing solo. All right, my Heaven and Hell class. I have an overpowered hero weapon, AK-47, and let me tell you right now, hero weapons, don't use them. They take too much loadout points, way too much. It's better to just run one weapon and one modification. Reason being is if I didn't have Sam's AK-47, I could run Scavenger 2 or 3 instead of 1. So I'm really minimal. But like I said, this is when you're playing alone. Like alone, if you're gonna play alone, go for it. Use a hero weapon, but just know you're really minimal. So this is what I mean by all-rounded. Here, I got a good 1v1 going on, and with my sensitivity and all that stuff, who knows, I might win the 1v1. I got revive, ammo pickup, that's for yourself. You got mark on damage, you can help mark some enemies, help your team out. So you got mark and you got revive, so that's kind of balanced. And grenades for a bad situation, like in that video up there. Now my light and dark class, this is a team class. Team all-rounded. Now I'm running a P90, or the fucking gay 90. The reason why I'm using the P90 is, one, clip capacity. It has so much ammo in the clip, and starting ammo, it runs through ammo pretty quick. China Lake to help my team out in bad situation, or if the other enemy team is like really clustered and it's so hard to win fights, use this to kind of lure them out or push them out. Or instead of a heavy weapon, you can run El Dorado, but it's either AI controlled or human controlled. So I'm running with the human controlled with the China Lake, and 4 rounds is pretty good. Now I can be a reviver, so I got 2 revive pack there, and helping hand 3. No Cinematic Stone, which is Cinematic Stone is only good during late game, and you can pick up more than one person in the group. Now I use revive pack because if my enemy is far away, this is beginning of the game. This is the best way to use the beginning of the game. If my enemy is too far, and if you don't want to rush them because you can get yourself killed. Because while running, you can get shot and you can go down. Now that you got 2 downs in your team. And another thing, you can throw a revive pack and you can aim down sight where the enemy was shooting at, so you can kind of wait for him to get revived, at the same time support fire. Mark on damage, mark the enemy so your team know where you're at, and you can coordinate how you want to do it. You want to face him off by yourself, flank, whatever. So I have a scouter mode right here, a support, and more support, and Slayer if needed. Now all these Slayer support, what the heck is it, right? So in my clan, No Kaliber, we have 5 rules, 5 roles. There's Slayer, which kills. This guy know how to kill. Like, he know how to flank, he know how to kill. So that's Slayer. Support, he's big on revives, whether it's Cinematic Stones, revive pack, and a helping hand 3 is a must. Then we got Scouter. Scouter is running staff of what is it? Staff of Montezuma or some shit. Oh, staff of A.R. Manco. I was close. Run staff and mark on damage. So that's a Scouter. Then you got Ninja. Ninja is something like this pistol here. Stealth 3. You're invisible, and your job is to play Scouter and revive. As long as the team doesn't know where you're at, you can throw revive pack and run away. You know what I mean? Or you can flank easy. This is like an all-rounded role in a weird way, but at the same time, the ninja gotta have the least death. Can't have more than like your teammates. So if you're not a ninja, don't do it. And last, the strategist. The strategist is the leader of the 5-man group, 3-man group, or whatever, whoever is in your party. And the strategist, he has to be at the bottom of the leaderboards or in your team. If he's in the bottom, your team is doing something right. Your job is to decide if you should camp, if things are getting hairy, or tell how the games want to play. Like, oh, he's a slayer. You should someone go flank around, something like that. He's the one doing call outs and stuff like that. But at the same time, he runs all roles. All roles except ninja. You don't need to run stealth 3. So when making the team, a 5-man team, it doesn't make sense to have 5 slayers. Reason being, if you play against better players, you got too many people doing their own thing. Let's just say you go in the game with random players, right? Random noobs. Pretend they're all slayers. They're doing their own thing. They're a chicken with the head cut off, and you get really annoyed because you're doing something and no one's backing you up. You know what I mean? Because everybody's doing their own thing. That's too much slayer. So the best way to coordinate it is if you like someone who's a team leader, make him the strategist. He's the strategist. He's the leader. He's the one that group everyone up. As the strategist, it's best to play with 2 slayers, one or 2 support, so he could do all the reviving while the slayer's shooting, run slow-mo and all that good shit. Or the strategist can run scouter, or you can have a scouter in your own team. So if you don't want to run staff of A.R. Manko, aka staff of Montezuma, let him run staff of Montezuma. So keep that in mind. When you assemble a team, talk to each other what's everyone running what. If you have 5 guys running Cinemati Stone, they mean you guys are all packing revives, wasting revives when someone who is helping hand 3 can revive right away for 1 guy instead of waiting Cinemati Stones. If you're running Cinemati Stone, you might as well run to a full revive one. It's a waste. Save the Cinemati Stone when more than 1 guy falls down. And speaking of Cinemati Stone, here's a little trick, alright? Did you notice in my class I have so much Cinemati Stones? Okay, let's just say I start out with this class, the AK-47, right? And I'm using Cinemati Stone. Upgrade your Cinemati Stone, but don't use it. So, like, for example, where's my helping hand? 3-1. I don't have it. Anyways, run Cinemati Stone and run helping hand 3. Reason being, keep buying your Cinemati Stone pack, get at least 4, minimum 4, and just use your helping hand 3. Now mid game, around both team having 20 plus, or you're behind 18 to 20, then switch to make another class, the same class, same loadout, everything, but have Cinemati Stone with a full revive, like my P90 class here. If you still have 4 and you switch to this class, your Cinemati Stone will have full revive, and you have 4 of them. It's a little trick. You don't believe me? You can try it out. All right. So yeah, to sum it all up, have a minimum of 5 loadout class. Don't stick with 1, then you're screwed. You know what I mean? And make 2 of the same classes. If you want to run the trick I just told about, the Cinemati Stone with the Cinemati with a full revive, and coordinate who's using what. Very important. You don't want 4 slayers with no revives, and it's going to be really annoying because you can die when someone's reviving. When your teammate's reviving you, you both can die easily. But yep, this is all about loadouts. All right, next thing is maps. There's so many maps in this game. Let's count them. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 maps. What's the best way to play the maps? No one knows. The way I use it, I talked about this in my previous video. Every map, there's a treasure that spawned right in the beginning. Don't be hasty. Don't rush to the treasure. Take your time. Scope the enemy out across. Like for example, auction house. Let's say the treasure is in the middle. Note, there's 3 things you should know. 1, identify. Identify where the treasure's at. Number 2, coordination. Coordinate on how you want to do it. Have 1 guy watch the treasure and wait, see if you can see an enemy. If you see the enemy, then you can go from there. On top of that, if 1 guy is seeing the treasure, he can call out how many enemies while your 4 other teammates flank. All right. And number 3, get the first 5. First 5. If the whole, or force 4, force 3. So Put it in easy. If one guy see 3 guys or whatever, those 3 guys must be dead. That's very important. Then you collect treasure. That 200 really helps. Especially when you're running revive packs, you can upgrade that right away, or smoke. Now, how they play a certain map, or what? From my experience as someone who's in master rank, this is what I noticed. Auction house. Stay away from the catwalk. Stay away from there. That's a dangerous place. There's too many. You can get killed from behind. You can get killed from the 2 little doors and in front of you. And the grenade, it's so hard to get out of it. It's so action packed in there. So my advice is don't clusterfuck in that auction house. Rooftops. This is one of the hardest maps to play. Play really close together. Take cover as much as possible. And watch everywhere. Watch top, watch bottom. If you have staff, that's perfect. But stay away from the fountain in the middle, if you know what I'm talking about, where you could jump over to the house, to the mansion, through the window. That fountain, whatever it is, stay away from that. Never play that area. That's a dangerous spot. You can die easy. And Scotland. Scotland, I say stay away from the cave. Stay away from the cave. Because if you jump out of the cave, you don't know if someone's rope swinging, it can melee you easy, or if the team is already positioned, you can get flanked, and it's a bad spot you don't want to be in. Stay away from all caves. There's no treasure in there. There's just shouldn't be. If you're gonna shoot an enemies in the cave, like all my fights, every enemy I see in the cave, they're dead. They're easily dead. It's so hard to get out of it. If it's a brute going in the cave, easy to avoid. All caves. Stay away from the cave. Madagascar City. See that car in the picture there with that statue, and there's a roadblock. No fights there. No fights there. That's bad. Only go there to collect treasure as a team. And there's a clock tower on the other side where you could jump over to like a little roof. Never play that side. That's dangerous. Remnants. Play in the cave. The cave is the safest spot. Out in the open is death. There's ropes. There's fucking cliffs. You get shot from nowhere. People always love to play in the middle. I don't know what it is. Monkey see, monkey do, whatever that bullshit is. Island, stay away from the middle. Very dangerous spot. There's always that one guy sniping up top. The sides are easy. It's either to go in the side to the middle, but if you're gonna go to the middle, watch left, right, and straight. Just like in the 4-way stop sign. Rivers. This is my worst map. I hate this fucking map. Best way to play the map is play right side. Right side as in being where the trees are at. It's so much easier. Stay away from the house. The house on downhill is fine. Where the water mills and stuff like that. That one's fine. Pirate colony. This map is really hard to tell. This map doesn't have too many big pointers, but stay away from the corners. Watch the top. Just look above. Just stay above. Or the best way to play pirate colony is stay out in the open. Sunken ruins. Best way to play in the house. You can flank from every direction. Super easy. If enemy trying to come in the middle from the water, shoot them. They're gonna have their pistol out. They can't shoot you with their assault rifle. You got the advantage. And if you have marking, you can just follow where their bodies is. And watching both sides is easy, except the crack one. The way for the waterfall, that's your escape route. Don't not go out in the open. But yep, that's map. This is my experience. Just take it or leave it. You know, it's just advice. If you don't want it, that's up to you. But this is my experience when I play. It's always a dangerous spot. It's so stupid. All right. Last thing to cover. I don't really have a topic or subject for this one. Before you play ranked team deathmatch, go take yourself to regular games and get 26 out of 26 loadout points. It will help so much, and you're gonna have no idea. Like, if you have 25 out of 26, you can actually go from Scavenger 3 to Scavenger 4. It's ridiculous. So, to unlock all 26 out of 26, I believe is unlock a certain amount of weapons to get 1 loadout points. So look at this blue loadout points. Do whatever you can to get it. In my experience, the hardest one is either pistols or I think psychic. I believe psychic, but psychic isn't too bad if you just use savior and just spam savior off the ass. And I have every booster unlocked, so you know, just while you're leveling up to level 70 for this new update, take the time and just get 26 out of 26 loadout points. Once you get 26 out of 26 second, you're good. The next step is getting a crew of how, even if they're good, get a crew that's play a certain way that you like, but don't get all the same player, because when you play against better players, they're gonna have no idea what to do. They're gonna struggle. They're gonna sweat. They forgot their headband. They forgot to sniff G Fuel. All that good shit. But yep, this is my tips, my my advice from someone who's been up there, someone who's been up to diamond solo, and I'm still in masters. That's for sure. So, but I haven't been playing lately. But yep, take my advice. If you're not master, take my advice. It might help you out. It might definitely help you out. But in that, you ninjas take care. Keep it easy. Keep it sleazy. I'm out.